Hello everyone and welcome back to Coding with Mock. And in this video series, we'll be having a look at Git, or a distributed version control system for source code. That's a bit of a mouthful, I know. But what is Git? And more importantly, why do we use Git? Well, there are three main reasons to be using Git as a software developer. First reason is it enables collaboration between you and your colleagues or you and friends. We'll be looking at how to collaborate with people in one of the later videos in this series, but it is one of the main reasons why we use Git. Another reason to use Git is actually to store different versions of your software. You might have already noticed that almost, well, I'm tempted to say every application out there exists in multiple versions. And an application starts out with, for instance, version 1, and a month later you have version 1.1, and then version 1.2, and every time either bugs get fixed, or new functionality is added, or new graphics, new user interface, everything. Everything that changes your application is actually a new version. Now, within software development, we'll also be seeing that we have more versions than the user actually sees. In most cases, a application will be developed in what we call an iterative process, where you first write a draft version of your application and then refine and keep refining every iteration of the development process. You keep refining your application until you get it to a point where it's ready for use. And it's all those little different versions of our application that we want to store. And we want to store them efficiently. If we don't store them efficiently, we won't be able to easily see the differences between them, or our application or the source code for our application will be taking up more space than is actually needed. Right? So we want a system that stores our application and the changes within our application in a efficient way. And we also want to be able to restore all the versions of our system. That's also one of the reasons why we will be keeping a lot of versions of our application. And then the last reason, and this is actually more of a coincidence within Git, it wasn't there by design, I think, but it's a nice feature to have, namely our distributed version control system. Because it is distributed, and we'll explain later what that means, will also provide us with a easy way to back up our application or our application source code. Okay, now in the next video, we'll be having a quick look at using the command line, because Git is a command line application. After that, we'll look into how to install Git on our system. I'll be showing you how to install it on a Windows system and on a Linux system. There will be different videos about them, so you can skip the one that's not applicable to you. Then we'll have a quick look at the basic usage of Git. Next, we'll go into Git a little bit deeper and look at what Git branching can bring to the table. And then lastly, we'll look at collaboration within Git using remote repositories, and how we have to look at things to properly understand using Git with others. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video series. This is going to be quite a short video series, but hopefully useful for everybody out there. Anyways, be safe and see you in the next video.